Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and in today's video, by the title, I'm going to be sharing about my pregnancy, what it was from like the beginning towards the end, and then in another video I'm going to be sharing with you guys whether I got a C-section or a vaginal birth, and then I'm also going to walk you through what was like going on and how did I know I was in labor. So continuing this one. So when I found out I was pregnant, it was December 27th. I was feeling like kind of nauseous, like on Christmas Day, the 25th, which was like at 2 a.m. I ended up waking up like wanting to like throw up, and it was like about to come out. And I usually don't do that, where I would just be like, if I'm sick, I would feel like, okay, I'm feeling sick, and it would take time for me to go and throw up. So this time it was just gonna come out, like literally. So I ran to the bathroom, and I thought it was food from last night, from Christmas Eve, that I got sick from, you know? So I never thought I would like think that I got pregnant, so, or I was pregnant. So, yeah. And everybody was telling me that, I think you're pregnant. And I was like, it's impossible, because every time I used to take a test, it would be negative and negative. And we've been trying for a whole year. So we couldn't get pregnant. And so then something clicked in me and was like, you need to go take one. I think you might be, but just to, like, for everyone to stop asking that, like, you're pregnant, you're pregnant. So I was like, I'm going to prove to you guys I'm not pregnant, because we've been trying for so long. And I've only had one symptom, which was just throwing up, and that's it. I've never had any symptoms. So I took one on the 27th, early in the morning, because it's more accurate with your pee, like bright and early. So I ended up taking it, and it came out positive. And I screamed my lungs out, and I screamed, I'm pregnant. And Jesse jumped out of bed and was like, what? Like, really? And he was so excited. I was excited. I was crying, but I was crying out of joy. And also because I do this thing where like I would push my stomach because sometimes it would hurt. And so I was like, okay. And I felt like I was hurting the baby. And I went to a doctor's appointment, and ended up being that I was, hold on. Okay. It ended up being that I was 5 weeks pregnant. And I didn't have any symptoms. That was the weird part. And I was like, wow, that's so weird. I only threw up that one day. And I would have continued going throughout my days and stuff like that, and not knowing I was pregnant. So that's how that started. Then my first trimester came. I was feeling pretty good, and I ended up feeling like nauseous. Those were my symptoms in my first trimester, feeling nauseous, a little bit of headaches, not too much. Then came my second trimester, and I was feeling like phenomenal. Like if the pregnancy was like a piece of cake, you know, it wasn't, I was fine. I was just feeling pregnant and feeling good. Did I have any symptoms? I just had a lot of like cravings, but it was cravings for like fruits, and like I wasn't into vegetables no more, just fruits, just a bunch of fruits, and a lot of acidic stuff, which I really, really loved was lemon and salt. And I know it wasn't good for the baby, but I craved it all the time. And I had to like get rid of that, because I mean, acidic is not good for babies inside, so I had to get rid of that. I wasn't craving like donuts like other pregnant girls. Like I don't blame you guys. Like, it's up to you and how your body works. But me personally, I never got cravings of donuts, any sweets or anything like that. My third trimester, onto my third one, let's see. That's when things started getting worse. I ended up getting back pains. That's what was my worst problems, back pains. Okay, so, yeah, I had a lot of back pains, and I think I was starting to feel contractions, but I thought they were just cramps, to be honest. I didn't know they were contractions until later on, that the doctor was telling me that they were contractions, and some of them And I just felt like they were normal cramps. You know, they were like period cramps, you know? And so I was like not thinking, okay, I'm going into labor yet. So, and also I was starting to clean a lot. I was starting to prepare like the baby stuff. But I was also prepared for like the baby stuff in like the second trimester. That's the thing. I was already like an early, what would you call it? Sorry, and Jesse's like right there. So, what would you call it? When you clean a lot?
I forgot the term.
I forgot it. Hold on. Okay, so I ended up remembering the word, and it was called nesting. So I was doing a lot of that. I was like cleaning walls in the baby's room. I was cleaning the doors, the door handles. It was pretty bad, where I didn't want anything to be dirty. And like it was like maybe 2 to 3 times a week I was literally cleaning the baby stuff, and the baby wasn't even here yet. So I was such a clean freak, and on top of that I was already a clean freak before I was pregnant, so it got worse. And I didn't want anything to be dirty when he got here, because I didn't know when he was going to get here. I was scared that I was going to end up having him early or anything like that. But I ended up having him at 39 weeks and 4 days, but we'll get into that more once I tell you guys how all that happened and stuff like that. And I'm also gonna do a nursery tour of his room. I changed it up a little bit, so you guys didn't get the first view of it, but we'll get the second view. It's fine, you know, it's okay. Other than that, I think that's how it was for my second, and my third trimester. And by all means, it was a great pregnancy. I didn't get a lot of symptoms like other people do, and I do feel bad for you guys if you do end up like having all these other symptoms where you're constantly throwing up, you're constantly having back pains and things like that, because my worst one was back pains, and I don't think I ever want that. And especially that I got an epidural, so yeah, it's gotten worse. But I mean, that's life, I guess. That's the way life is. So, and I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys like it, comment, and subscribe, please. Just clink. We're gonna edit that. Okay, just click that subscribe button and the little bell on the side so you're notified whenever we upload. And so thank you for watching, and I'm excited to be doing more videos for you guys.